Thursday, March 19th. Welcome to your daily cup of tea with Mrs. T. Today I've got some chai, one of my favorites that I tend to drink in the classroom. Students will always be like, it smells like cinnamon or cloves, and it's like, yep, chai. So I'm going to try to keep these short and sweet. I've been learning lots of things today. I've already tried out Zoom, which is a way to have online meetings, so I don't know if that will happen for you guys, but I'm getting used to knowing these different technologies in case we need to be able to do some online live conferences. So that's kind of what I've been doing, along with some grading, along with going around online finding some resources. So my resource for today that I found was shared with me by another teacher I chat with online. I don't know the person, but they're in a group I'm a part of. Is if you go to stories.audible.com, they are giving you certain audiobooks for free to listen to. They have them categorized by littlest listeners, elementary, tween, teen, literary classics, folk, and fairy tales for all. And then they actually have some in different languages. So pretty cool to go there. Not a ton of each one, but some have over 60, some have 40. And I would tell you to look at all the different ones because like in elementary, they have actually some that I think you guys would actually enjoy, like Anne of Green Gables or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So don't be afraid of looking at those younger grades. I saw some in tween that I thought that high school kids would really enjoy if you've never read them before. So you can get some audiobooks through here. They have some literary classics if you like dystopian literature a lot and you've never read Brave New World. It's a tough one, but they have it on audiobook here, and it's probably a good recording. Most of the ones I get off of Audible, I've noticed, are pretty decent quality. They also have Jane Eyre, they have Frankenstein, they have Roots, My Antonia, The Jungle Book. If you want to go through Romeo and Juliet again, they've got that. So lots of different things. They've got in the fairy tale section some Japanese fairy tales, Grimm's fairy stories, myths that every child should know, Irish fairy tales, Indian fairy tales, Aesop's fables, just a ton of different things. So I would encourage you to look at that, stories.audible.com, and you can listen to some nice audiobooks. There's lots of also really good podcasts out there that you can find to keep yourself occupied, so be aware of that. So today's word of the day is deference. It's a noun, and it means to respect or show regard. So we use it as a noun. So it's something you might possess or have or show towards somebody. If I want to change it, I can talk about someone's deferential treatment towards somebody. So I could talk about the deference that I pay to Maya Angelou as this queen poet that I really respect. So deference, you can also think of the word defer. If I defer to somebody, it's like I'm asking you to listen to them instead of me. Then I'm going to defer to their expertise. So there's a little bit of respect and regard involved with that use as well. Funny thing on the back of this, my son, I'm reusing his papers, as you know if you watch my other video. This one says, and I don't condone this kind of language. He wrote in crayon, Fortnite sucks. He used to be mad at me because I wouldn't let him play Fortnite. He's only 7, he'll be 8 soon. But it was because the whole concept of like killing avatars, I didn't really like the idea of him at an early age. This idea of killing other people that he's playing with. So we do more of like quest games on our Switch. So Zelda is a pretty big one in our family. We all play it and watch each other play. The other thing I have for you today is when I went to my classroom yesterday, I grabbed this book. I've had it in my classroom all year. It's kind of on display up front. One of those things I hope people will eventually notice. It's called 14,000 Things to Be Happy About. It is literally just lists of things. Some of you have looked at it before with me. So what I'm going to do is once in a while, I'm just going to grab this book, flip it open to a random page, pick something random, and let's see if it's something that makes me happy or if I have something I want to say about it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. All right, here it goes. All right, here we go. The first 10 seconds after you turn out the lights and wiggle yourself into a good sleeping position. Now for me, that depends on if my husband's already snoring or not. If he is doing that heavy breathing right before the snoring sets in, yeah, it's not going to be a happy moment for me. Okay? But normally, yeah, when it's like quiet and the house is settled down and yeah, that 10 seconds to just forget everything and get all comfy, that kind of makes me happy. All right? Find something to be happy about. All right. That's hot. I thought I'd show you guys. I got some stuff in the mail. Well, this I got at school like a few weeks ago. So I had to go order some frames to go with that. I got these really cool posters for free from an organization called Teaching Tolerance. And I ended up buying 3 frames because Michael's had a sale of buy 1 frame, you get 2 for free. So the regular price was like $40 a frame, but I was able to get 3 frames for that price, which is a really good deal for this size of poster frame. I'm really hoping they fit and that I measured correctly. So I'm going to frame these up and then I'm going to show them to you. So frames I got, let's see, where is that? Over here. Oh my gosh. Oh. You can't even see me. Hello. Yeah, this was delivered to my house. My husband's like, what is that? You're ordering stuff again. Yeah, because that's what I do. It's like, dude, have you seen my classroom? He knows I take like all my stuff from our house that we don't want anymore and try to repurpose it in the classroom, but once in a while I surprise him by buying stuff. There they are. Oh my gosh. So I decided to get 1 white frame and 2 gray frames for these posters. So I'm gonna go slap those bad boys in and I'll share them with you guys in just a second. Make sure you keep 3 feet away from your screen. All right, here they are. This is the first one that I got ready. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, so I'll try to move it a little bit. Nope, now you see the rest of my house. Okay. It says, if you can't recognize it, it's Dr. King and he's writing. Very appropriate for an English class. It says, now's the time to lift our national policy from the quicksand of racial injustice to the solid rock of human dignity. So a little bit from Dr. King. Design's really cool on that. So that's the first one. The second one is from Jazz Jennings. Another cool design. I just love their stuff. There's a Toni Morrison one I want to get printed off. Actually, when I got these posters, I was going to send them to the district to get them laminated and just hang them on the wall that way. But I was told that the district office print shop either can or won't laminate things that they didn't print themselves. So that was a little frustrating because I get these awesome free posters, but no way to keep them protected so they last a long time. But whatever. So that's why I got the frames. So this one says, we have to embrace our differences to create freedom and acceptance for all. And they all go really well together. The color schemes are really cool. So, and then lastly, this is actually the poem for today. Comes from Maya Angelou. And it's an excerpt from her poem, Still I Rise. And if you've never read that poem, I highly suggest you read it. So I'll scoot it back a little bit so you can see it. It says, Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt. But still, like dust, I'll rise. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Just way cool, and you can't tell it's a little bit of blues and stuff in there. So I encourage you, go find the whole poem by Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. It's very well known. You can actually find videos online of her reading it aloud. Maybe I'll go share that onto our class Canvas page here in a little bit. Just some updates as far as Canvas goes. For 10th graders, I'm adding some links to things that I think are cool to look at your brain stimulated. Some are related to dystopian stuff, some are just websites and things that I like and I go to find content for my classes. And I'm doing the same thing for AP. AP has a lot more on there just simply because I know you guys have a test that I don't know what's going on with that still, that I'm supposed to find out, I think tomorrow. AP is going to give an update, so I may or may not in tomorrow's video have an update for you about what AP has to say about the exam. AP, again, I have opportunities to turn in essays for some feedback. I'm still finishing up your Mississippi essay feedback. I think I could have about 15 more to do. But please go and look at those. I wrote you a paragraph following that PQP protocol that we did where you do the praise, question, and polish. So I tried to give you one thing that I really liked about your writing, a question or multiple questions I have for you about your piece, and then something I would definitely polish beyond the stuff I questioned. Sometimes the questions have to do with your writing, and sometimes they're just ideas I had while I was reading your stuff that I was just curious what you thought about it. So that's about it. Who knows when I'll be able to hang my new artwork into the classroom. Hopefully this year, I mean school year, not calendar year. So we'll see. If you need anything, email me. Those who have emailed me missing work, just know that I'm getting caught up on the other stuff before then. 10th graders, if you have something missing and you never got credit for it, please make it up and send it to me, and I'll give you partial credit. Same thing for AP. If there's something in there that is doable for us to make up virtually, then we'll do that. Timed write's a little bit harder to do that, but please let me know. Email it to me. Please include a message with that, letting me know what it is, obviously, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.